Hello and welcome to Crypto Weeklies. In this video, we are going to analyze ETH and Ethereum. None of the content is financial advice. The price of ETH right now is coming in at around $4,470. ETH has had a massive spike ever since it went ahead of its 20-week simple moving average back in late June 2025. Back then, the 20-week simple moving average was held as support. That time the price was at around 2200 on 22nd June. Now the price has done a 2x from that hold of the 20-week simple moving average. Currently, the key levels to watch at these are the weekly levels from the Fibonacci chart from the 2021 high at around $4,950 to the 2022 bottom at around $850 and change. From those levels, the Fibonacci levels of key importance are all the way now to the previous all-time high at around $4,900. If there is a new all-time high in store for ETH in the coming weeks to months, the 1.618 for ETH is per the Fibonacci level is around 7,500. Moving to the machine learning based price forecast, this is again price action analyzed using historical weekly price action, weekly average price action since 2017, using seasonal ARIMA, LSTM and XGBoost machine learning model and standard deviation to identify confidence levels for those forecasts. In the next 6 months, if the market exhibits a non-euphoria bull run peak, that is towards the end of year 2025, the price of ETH per this model could be somewhere between the current price and with one standard deviation ceiling for this particular week at around $4,700 to towards the end of year 2025 at around $6,780. The two standard deviation Euphoria case, which with a confidence level of about 95% that the price action peaks in the next 6 months between $5,070 to about $9,000. So a $9,000 ETH would be considered a euphoria ceiling in the next 6 months, whereas without a euphoria, the ceiling is close to that 6,900 or so. And then again, $9,000 ETH would be a midpoint between the 1.618 and the 2.618. If we take the previous cycle as an example from 2017-2018 peak to the 2021 peak, the rally was at around 3.414 Fibonacci level. That for ETH is currently coming in at around $14,700. But again, if we were to account for diminishing return from cycle to cycle as the market cap of ETH, right now, again, I think the market cap of ETH is close to that $540 billion. It's still, from the ethbtc ratio, it's still nowhere close to Bitcoin's market cap. But you can see if we were to account for diminishing return, the 2.618 and the 1.618 are more likely to be in play than the 3.414. Again, lower priority to the 2.618 at this point. Let's monitor the regression based fair value for ETH. Right now, the price of ETH and the fair value for ETH are almost one and the same at around $4,400. We made a lot of videos related to ETH when it was undervalued back from February 2025, especially when it was this is the polynomial regression based fair value in pink, and the green line is one standard deviation residual drawn to the downside from the fair value. Whenever ETH throughout the market cycle has been below this green line, like it was back in March 2025, from March 2025 till April 2025, those were the best time to DCA per this model. Right now, the key level to watch is this from the green line to the yellow line. The yellow line is the one standard deviation residual drawn to the upside. Together, the green line and the yellow line, almost 68% of the time, or one standard deviation time, price is spent between these bands. The one standard deviation ceiling for ETH is coming right now at around $7,000, slightly under $7,000 to be precise. We can zoom it in. It's at around 7,000, again $7,180 if we were to take it to the dot. And the one standard deviation bottom is at around $2,700. This level was held as a support for the green line for quite a bit since about early May of 2025. Now we look for the euphoria ceiling right now again. From cycle to cycle, the orange line, which is the 2 standard deviation ceiling on ETH's fair value. Back in 2021, the price action kind of peaked when in the November 2021 rally, when the price action went to the orange line, which is the euphoria ceiling for any potential all-time highs. Right now, that ceiling is coming in at around $11,200, which is confluent with that 2.618. If the price action were to go to that level again, from cycle to cycle, the likelihood of price action going to this orange line diminishes. But again, the good thing is this orange line is in an upswing. So what is right now at around $11,600 could be towards the end of the year at around $15,000. And again, if the price action were to fall just short of this orange line and be at some point of some sort of a midpoint between the yellow line and the orange line, that is about from 12 roughly speaking 12,000 and 8,000 at around 10k. That could be a potential target for ETH. Again, we did discuss previously based on ETH BTC ratio. If that has a ceiling somewhere at around 0.055 Bitcoin per ETH, and in that environment, if it coincides with Bitcoin reaching 150k, what we can do over here is do a what if analysis using Wolfram Alpha. Over here, this is the amount of Bitcoin available for 1 ETH, and multiplied by the what if price of Bitcoin on its USD pair at around 150k. That if that kind of a those scenarios were to be achieved, that is if Bitcoin goes to 150k and ETH BTC ratio goes to that 0.055, that could mean that ETH on its USD pair could be at that scenario at around $8,250. The ETH BTC pair right now, if we were to look at that ETH BTC ratio, it's coming at a very key juncture. Again, it has bottomed from that April 2025 lows to now the rally. Potentially, if there is about a 60% left in the tank, going to that 0.051 level, it's about a 60% rally of ETH on its Bitcoin journey or in its Bitcoin pair. If that kind of a scenario is ahead of us, per the what if scenario, if Bitcoin goes to, let's say, instead of 150k goes to 175k, in that environment, the price of ETH goes close to the 10k target, falls a bit short of that. That's one potential for ETH in that outperformance, again backed by the machine learning based price forecast on the ETH BTC ratio, as well as the Fibonacci levels on ETH BTC, again since about 2021 highs on ETH BTC to the 2025 lows that ETH made on its Bitcoin pair. So all in all, that $10,000 target again still within reach, provided there is a prolonged euphoria in the last quarter of 2025, at least per these models. In terms of the whole numbers, this is Bitcoin divided by ETH. That's why it's in whole numbers. Number of ETH available for one Bitcoin. They are going down quite a bit from that 53 ETH per BTC to now about 27 ETH per BTC. If this trend continues to go down, the forecasted trajectory towards the end of the year is about somewhere between 15 to 20 ETH per BTC. So this is, again, let's do a what if scenario over here. If price of Bitcoin goes to 75k, and if the number of ETH available for BTC at that point is about 20, then the price of Ethereum on its USD pair would be at around $8,750. Whereas if, let's say, amount of ETH available for one BTC go as low as about 15, then the price of ETH could be at around $11,600, which is very close to the 2.618, slightly higher than the 2.618, around $11,500. Again, the last time, that is in 2021 December, the number of ETH available for one Bitcoin were at around about 11 and some 11.75 ETH per BTC. This could be a higher low that on Bitcoin, that is in favor of Bitcoin on its ETH pair. That means the number of ETH available for one Bitcoin in this Euphoria peak could be much higher than than those available in 2017 and 2021. So there, if you were to draw a straight line from here, the number of ETH available for one Bitcoin in June 2017 was about less than 7 ETH available for one BTC. That was ETH's best performance against Bitcoin, followed by 2021 about 11, so 7 roughly speaking, 12, now potentially 17. So drawing a straight line over here in favor of Bitcoin, so 17 ETH available for one BTC, price of ETH in that environment at around $10,300. That's one way for ETH to get to that magical number of $10,000. Those are all what if scenarios. In terms of the estimated bull run target based on risk models for ETH, though, is at around $9,250, roughly speaking $9,250. That's because right now the regression risk is low because the price is close to the fair value. The time weighted average price for ETH risk is at around 0.7. The simple moving average risk is at around 0.75. You can see that from this chart over here. This is 20-week simple moving average based risk model for Bitcoin and ETH. Since about the last 2 months or so, since essentially mid-July, the ETH risk, which is in this blue line, on its simple moving average, 20-week simple moving average, has now overshot Bitcoin. Now ETH risk is at around 0.79. Bitcoin's BTC risk on its 20-week simple moving average is at around 0.53. That means ETH has meaningfully taken the charge of the bull run, from also evidence from these narrative wall or the narrative word cloud. Over the last 7 days, narratives related to ETH are getting more and more attention on social media platforms such as YouTube and X. These are sourced from the term frequencies of the YouTube and X related discussions related to crypto over the last 7 days. In the last 30 days and the last 90 days, you can see ETH has meaningfully stayed either number 1 or number 2 of the most trailing cryptos by compared to its peers. Over the last 30 days, up by about 48%, over the last 90 days, up by about 68%, only to be edged out by Uniswap, which is again a DeFi platform on ETH ecosystem as well. Overall, it makes ETH the crypto of the day thanks to its sustained performance over the 4 key performance period, that is the 24 hours, the 7 days, the 30 days, and the 90 days. So where do we go from here? Again, potentially, if there is a Euphoria bull run peak per the risk models as well as the machine learning based model, the $9,300 is coming up as an area of confluence from the risk models as well as this machine learning based scenario. The $9,200 to $300 is estimated, and also per the what if scenario is, let's say Bitcoin goes to 170k, ETH again goes to somewhere again between 17 to 18 ETH per BTC. That's where the $9,500 makes that ETH USD case compelling at that level. And with that, I would like to conclude the video. Hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, please give a like and subscribe, and hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.